Psyops. Psyops. Why you and why so quick? It's like they put you into psyops before your feet were even on the ground. Go ahead, take a couple of minutes, Dominic.
Military finds you, and they know who you are, and they use you for their best advantage. And so psyops was heady. It's a heady idea. Not that we weren't in a combat zone, but it's heady, and it's ironic because we there's a premise about reparations, and I think I'm well suited for that. I'd rather repair than destroy. I think I'd rather save than exclude. And so seeing all of that and seeing the heartache of the civilian population there, and carrying the Constitution of the United States of America in everything that I did, even as a young man there, was something that suited me. And the military knows that kind of thing about you somehow. They find you. You take a battery of tests when you are drafted. And I remember clearly when I was at Fort Hamilton, I was drafted. I showed up there, which is they send you a token and a letter. You're in the Army now, and so I remember taking this first battery of tests, and when I completed them, a guy came over and said, "You want to be a helicopter pilot?" I said, "Yeah, I'd love to. Can I call my mother?" He said, "What are you, nuts? You can't call your mother." So I said, "I need to show this off." He said, "Sit down, soldier. You're going to go in there and you're going to complete these other tests." So I did that, and then I passed those tests for whatever reason, and then I was sent for the physical, which I passed, and then they sent me for the eye exam, and the guy, no good. So that I was honored, like, I was like a kid. I was going, shit, I'll fly helicopters. Great. I love it. But so it was exciting, and then down in a hurry. And then before I went to Vietnam, I was stationed at Fort Detrick, which is the Chemical and Biological Research Center for the United States Army in Frederick, Maryland, a very small base with only 200 soldiers on it. And all of them had, except for me, had horticulture and botany degrees. And I was a driver there. I drove generals and doctors and scientists from the Pentagon and other places to the base. I had a top secret military clearance. They came to my neighborhood. They knocked on neighbors' doors and asked about me, went to my high school, asked about my character, that sort of thing. So I was a kid with a top secret military clearance because of the base I was on. And so that my service was at the Chemical and Biological Research Center for the United States Army. And in Vietnam, I was in the Civil Affairs Psychological Operations Headquarters Company, G5. So